Hello.
Yes, I can.
Mhm. Nice to hear you again. How are you today?
I'm fine.
Okay, and how was your day today so far? Can you please tell me?
I think it was really good today because I tell you a fact that you know that my phone have they're broken and this today is the first day. You know that it's broken on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
It's broken on Monday because that now that you know I think you don't know about this.
What happened?
So let's wait. I think that you have a mobile phone, right?
What? What? Can you say one more time?
Do you have a mobile phone?
Of course.
Okay. Okay. So do you know about this thing in your phone? I will send
Oh.
you a name of it.
Mm-hmm. Yes. What? Same. Yes. Okay. Of course. I
Yes.
know.
This is the thing that you use so you can call people.
Yes. Of
So
course. SIM
that is
card.
broken. My phone,
Mm-hmm.
that part is broken, which means that I can no longer I can no longer like orders a I can no longer like do you know about the taxi, but a motorbike taxi that usually by cars. But in Vietnam, there's a new kind of taxi that still delivers you from one part to another, but by motorbike. I can't order them because I don't my phone don't have a SIM card. I can't call my parents and my relatives, and I can't connect to like a Wi-Fi. You know that I have my father that signed me a package that allows me to 1,500 megabytes, so that they can access to the app, and I can also watch YouTube and call because calling required internet connection. So that package allows me to having a free Wi-Fi for 1 day as cost of 3,000 Vietnamese dong per day.
Mm-hmm.
So when that port is broken, when the SIM is broken, which means that I can't even use that app anymore. So now my phone can only be used to like playing games or to have entertain, and they can be used. They can only be used when the internet connection required. So you know that I think that you know how long it took, which is 5 days. I spent without phone for 5 days from Monday to Friday. Yeah, and do you know what's the solution?
What?
I have to use the Nokia.
Nokia. Why
Yeah, for
Nokia?
5 days because of the old Nokia, which means that I have to walk home. I have to walk
Mhm.
home. I can't. You know that I can't call taxi anymore, so I have to walk home. Even though the distance is only about 1.1 kilometers. Do you know what's the thing that makes it so hard? Which is my back. My back is like a kilograms, and I have to carry that and walk 1 kilometers while I'm already pretty tired after a day. It's very tired at all. That I think that's probably about my phone are very old. Yeah, I think it's about 2 years old, so it's kinda old now. I think that part is broken, and it took about 5 days to check. Because you know this is very harder than check every other part
Mhm.
because once the part is broken, you need to find, you need to try a lot of different SIM card to make
Mhm.
sure that they're fits connected. So I can use all of the apps and make sure that all of the things, which is the Facebook, the Messenger, the TikTok, or everything in my phone are kept without any issues. So, which means that I need to they need to find a SIM card that is perfectly fit. First, it is size, and next is the information inside. So this is like a bad week for me because I have to use Nokia for like 5 days, and today evening, I finally have my phone back fully remade without any issues. So I no longer have this Nokia anymore.
Okay. Okay. So yes, I assume yes that is quite interesting. Okay. And what do you think? I want to ask you about certain things that are just one moment. Certain things that okay. So okay. So you can use practically you can use your phone, if I understood you correctly.
Yeah.
You can use your phone for a lot of things,
Yes.
but you cannot use for to call someone. Is that right?
You unless you have a SIM card. A SIM card is the thing that you put in your phone. So you need each SIM card only apply to one countries. Which means that when you go to Australia. When I go to Australia, I have to buy a new SIM card. Because the old one don't fit in the country. You know, each country have like own culture, and the SIM card are also unique for each country. Even small countries like Vatican and Monaco, they still have their own SIM card. Also, it's fully covered by Italy, it still have their own. Which means that once you go to a half a square kilometers country, you still need to buy a new SIM card and use their currency to pay for it. So this is very important because this is like half of your phone. Losing a SIM card, which means that you lose half of your phone.
Okay. Okay, very nice. And can you imagine that you don't have your phone for a quite long period of time? So what would you do, for example, if you don't have a phone, for example, for 10 days? What would you do?
Use the phone for like 10 days. I think I will be like you know that I saw a funny videos on TikTok about a 8-year-old boy that they showed that they like he is doing a play to see that what will happen when you like not using your phone for 7 days.
What happened?
So this is a very funny story. He said that the first day was pretty normal. You assume that you can live 7 days without phone very easily. You have a lot of things to do, like reading books and play Rubik's Cube. A lot of things to do without ever touching electronic device.
Of
But on
course.
the second day that you notice something that you assume that you lost something, because you can hear TikTok voice everywhere. Games, you can hear the games everywhere, and other kinds of apps, because you don't use them, but others do. On
Okay.
third day, you feel very lonely. You feel very, very lonely because all of the people around him, they don't play with them. They play phones. So you start behave unexpectedly, like counting rice, play with dogs, or even open and close fridge doors to test the durability.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's a fresh choice, so that is kind of weird. And on the seventh day, that you literally have no connection with the outside world, and you are you will become ancestors. And after 7 days not using the phone, you will become the president of ancestors in Vietnam. That is a
Why?
kind of funny story. Yeah, this is like a ridiculous. This is a funny story, so it can't be correct. He said that you will become the president of the ancestors team on the internet after 7 days not using the phone, because after 7 days, because you're so lonely, you found out your magic trick called communicate with deaf people. Communicate with mute people.
Mute people? How?
Yeah, or even telepathy. So that is funny story about that. So I think that without the phones, just 7 days that you become that. I think if imagine 10 days, I think that will act even more stupidly.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and but to be honest, to be completely honest, I don't know, I don't know about this because I spoke with my friends. I mentioned to you before that we used to, for example, we used to have um, that is like we used to have uh, we used to we only use phone like you okay you experience right now. You used to have a phone like Nokia right now, and you used to you're having, for example, Nokia, and you are, let's say, you can only call someone or text a message to someone, but you didn't have, for example, you couldn't do anything else with Nokia. And we used to have the similar thing when I was young. Okay, so you only can, for example, call someone, or even though you can text someone, but you couldn't let's say you couldn't go on the internet. Was in this period of time you didn't had access to the internet via using your phone. So you only thing that you can do, only thing that you used to do is, for example, okay, so this is the only thing that you can possibly do. You couldn't do anything else. So the only thing that what can you do is to call someone or to text someone. So for example, and we didn't bring any phones. Let's say when we used to go, for example, to the let's say to the amusement park, or if we go to play basketball, volleyball, etc., we didn't have anything. We didn't carry our phones with us. Phone, because the phone was very, very expensive, and we used to have our phones at home. So we practically put our phones away, and we just played the game. We didn't do anything else. We just played the game, enjoy with our friends, etc. So we didn't had any of these, let's say, activities that, for example, people are having right now. And yeah, because you used to have a credit per month. I remember that my parents gave me buy me a credit for phone. This is like you're limited with your access. So you only have, for example, I will type you this. You only have, for example, 250. Okay, these are dinners. So the message was like just 1 moment. The message that you want to send was like this. Okay, one message is like this. So you can calculate how much money do you need? How much?
So is the 3.3 RSD per message?
Yes, one message is 3.3 RSD. So
Yeah.
you practically you have only this to send, only this. Uh, if and that's it. Nothing else. Nothing
So I
else.
think that is about 80, 80, about 82 possible message.
82 possible
Wait,
message.
how many characters? There's a limit of how many
Oh,
characters
ah,
are possible in one
okay.
message.
160 characters. I
So
remember.
just imagine that you type the maximum of characters possible in one message, which means that you have possible about 10,000 characters with this money.
Yes, and
About estimate 10,000.
and
Let 10,000 characters. And
and
let's say that one word is 4 to 5. If you use long word like transportation, responsibility, university,
Exactly.
multi-cultural, like all that kind of long word that is took up a lot of space. So let's imagine that one word in about 6 to 7 characters, you still have access to about 1,600 words as
Yes.
limit.
Exactly. And if you type, for example, 161 character, that will be 2 messages.
That
So
count as 2 messages without
yeah,
even the second message. You waste one.
yeah,
You waste 6.6 RSD.
yes,
You waste
yes,
another to make double the wait. So once it reaches the maximum, when you type one more and then you
yeah,
just press enter, it will like cut it in half, or it will cut every 160.
exactly.
It will
So
cut
they
it immediately.
no, they will not cut it. They will calculate that you send 2 messages. So they will inform you. They will inform you that you used to send uh, let's 2 messages, but you have last 20 or 30 characters in the phone. They can show you how many messages you left. So they can show you how many messages you left, and it's okay. So this part it's okay. So in this part, this is something that is okay. But for example, there is a big problem when you want to for example, you are limited with your messages. You can only send, for example, like you mentioned, around 80 messages. So this is like a nightmare, nightmare, because and practically sometimes we used to. I remember that we used to have something like. We used to have something like when we want to, for example, to send a long message, we didn't use in the end of the message, we didn't use some characters. So all the words were together. So all the words that we are having, they were used together. So can you imagine this? You're using this, and you're practically you're sleeping the last 5, 6, 7 words. You want to, and you use maximum. You use maximum. You don't want to use okay. And when you send the message, you will not send okay or something like this. You will use 160 characters. Okay, because you don't want to waste your message on something that is, let's say, not so let's say important. And you will use practically you will use everything. You will use every possible way, in every possible way to send the whole message. So this is something that you will use definitely. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's let's say it's quite interesting for us. That was really interesting because you have a big imagination. What is something that when you're sending messages, this is something that you can do when you're sending this type of the messages. This is something. Wow, I can do this. I can do that. So this is something that for us was like. Let's say like something that was really important for us in this period of our life. That was really for us. Sometimes it was really hard, but sometimes it was quite good that we used to you have a big imagination how you can do some things, and that was really nice for us. But now when you have everything, for example, when you're typing a message, when you want to type a message, okay, you type without any problems. But it's sometimes it can be really hard for us. So and you mentioned that you use Nokia, and this is something that was back then. Back then, uh, okay, and now it's completely different because when you want to send a message, you can send a lot of things that you want or don't want or something like this. So you practically when you are, I have a friend, one friend of my lady friend. She's saying like, okay, see you like this. She's sending messages like this when. Okay,
Oh
like
my
this.
goodness. So
Yeah, she. Yeah, she's sending like this.
16.5 RSD is waste for this time.
No. Right now, she's sending. Okay, for example, on some we like you're having like you have Zalos right now. Okay, we are using something that is called Viber or WhatsApp, and she when she texted, when she sent me a messages. Okay, okay, see you next time. Okay, so she sent like this. Every message, one word. Every message, one word. And I assume when she was young that she didn't text like this because I don't know what to say. Okay, but I want to tell you another funny thing that we are speaking about right now. I have a friend. I told you about my best friend. He's living next to me. He's from he used to be in Vietnam. He used to be in Vietnam, and he used to be in Vietnam. And for example, when I want to meet with him, okay. First of all, I want to tell you something interesting. My wife, she also has a best friend. When they need to, for example, to meet together, I don't know, they send I don't know how many messages to each other. Need see you in this time or this time. What will you wear? What blah 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 blah. And my message with my best friend is like this. Okay, when I text him, it's like this. Svele, is it? This is his name. Is it okay? Like this. Okay, to meet you in, of course, in Serbian language, in front of your apartment at, I don't know, 8 p.m. Like this. And his response is like this.
Yes. One message and it's covered. Wait,
Yes.
and I wonder that why do messages have a price? Do you know
Back then,
why message have price?
yeah, back then, but now, for example, because I'm paying on my phone. I'm paying for internet, for example, on my phone, paying that I can speak with everyone that I want to speak, etc. Is around, I don't know, costs a lot of money, but around my bill for telephone, but here is telephone, internet. Okay, I have here Facebook, Instagram, blah 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 blah. Everything. It's around $20. $20 per month. Okay, so but everything. Good internet speed. For example, if I come to Vietnam, I'm using internet without any problems. So around $20 per month. I'm paying my bill $20. But here is also phone, access to the internet. Here is I'm holding the whole my job, my schedules and everything. I'm holding here on my phone. Everything is here. When I have classes, everything is right here. So and $20, but it's not. Yes, it's expensive. It's not expensive. For $20, I don't have any problems. What will I, for example, do? So I pay $20 and I'm fine with that. But yes, but my wife, like I mentioned, my wife and her friend, when they need to meet, this is like a nightmare. They they cannot agree in the next 5 days when they will meet, and she's living 2 streets away from us. With my best friend, for example, 8 p.m. We say down because we are living in up apartments, and his response is yes.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. Everything that I need to say to him, I will say when I meet him. But if I text so many messages, I don't know why I will meet him. I will say face to face with him. I will not text so many messages. So in my opinion, this is waste of time. When you text a lot of, okay, you text messages, okay, about funny videos, about something. But when you need to meet with someone, for me, it's a waste of time to waste 3 minutes more than, okay, if you cannot agree with your friend in 3 minutes when and where you will meet, I don't know what to say. So for me, it's ridiculous. But okay, what do you think about this? Okay, how did you felt using Nokia so far? Okay, this is interesting. I want to ask you, how did you felt about this?
I think it was very uncomfortable because it's very hard to move around and they have nothing to play on. You know, but this next game that's very popular.
Of course.
For the snake games where people were like attempt to make the highest record on a snake, but every time you get a point that the snakes increase its size by 1. That is like a board game. It's very hard because one snake was so hard that it can't even touch themselves.
Yes, I know that.
And some people reach the maximum. You know that the maximum is when every single board is filled. The difficulty there is very hard. I think I see videos where people got about 4,500 points in that game and reached the maximum.
Mm-hmm.
And the next thing was extremely strong. You know that I think that you know that a weight that Nokia can like afford is the same as ton of cars. You know, one person experiment that is drop a Nokia from 60 meters from the ground. It's broke, but when we craft it again, it's work like normal without any issues. Or some people having car crash, letting the car crash over the phone, but it was completely survived. They have nothing. But when you put a normal phone into it, that it instantly crash and broke. I think that's about the non-Newtonian liquid. I'll send you a picture about the special kind of liquid.
Send me.
Do you know about Okay, so first is first I want to send you something like this. So first is this. You have to know about this first before I show you this thing.
Okay. Newton law. Yes, I'm familiar with Newton laws.
Okay. This. I think that's when combining like this is it.
Wow.
So this add 1/4 cup of dry cornstarch to the bowl, and I'll add about 1/8 of cup or 2 tablespoons or 30 cube centimeters of water to the corn. Scratch and stir slowly. Add water slowly to the mixture with stirring until all of the powder is wet. Continuing to add water until the cornstarch acts like a liquid when you stir it slowly. This is how you like make them. And you know that this liquid is like it can like even bullets. This is this liquid is about. As first I have to ask, do you know about a liquid which is bulletproof?
No.
A liquid that acts like a bulletproof vest, and it works better than bulletproof vest. You know that if you use this to make bulletproof vest, the person who wears them will like invincible to bullets at all, because that depend on how much stretch and force you act. It will act the same. Like for example, that if you swallow is normal, if you just put your hand in it and move it slowly, then it will act like liquid. But when you like punch or like you make something that acts like a strong force put into the liquid, that is become much stronger. And you know that the Nokia phones are being compared with this because it's extremely strong. You know that it can even survive under a train. You know that the rails, when the train pass by, have to like carry the massive force, can go up to like thousands of joules. But the non-lethal liquid survive it, which is like a interesting thing. And this is also bulletproof, as I said before. A liquid, but it's bulletproof. It's the thing that's real. And Nokia phones are X, you know. I think that's like I heard about a story about a Nokia phone saves the president.
How?
In 1930.
1930.
I think this is kind. No. Like a phone as the same as Nokia that saves the president from shoots. You know those 100s that they shoot as the left chest of a president in about 1930, but somehow he survived. That because the hunter shoots as the pocket. You know that there is like, I don't know what to say about so I think I would this type of shirt. Let's me see. So I think that's like I will this. This man are like wearing a shirt, and you know that there is a pocket. There is a special of pocket in the left, right after his watch.
Yes,
Wait,
I can
think
see
I will
it.
edit. Yeah.
Yes,
and,
then I can see it. Okay, I can see
thing,
it.
Yeah. So that's when you know what he put in there. It's a thick layer of like paper, important paper, and the phone, the box that contains a phone in them. I think it's a Nokia phone. It's right now it's unknown, but somebody believed that it was a Nokia phone. That is will like when the bullet shoot at it, that it catches and slow the bullets down from 160 miles per hour to only 20 miles per hour. And the thick layer of paper stopped even then to only about 3 miles per hour. And then even though he got a little bit of injury, he still complete his 90-minute speech just because of a Nokia phone. That is the story that now so being popular, that is a Nokia phone saved the president. So the Nokia phone at that time is raised so much, it's very popular because it shows that how cheap at that time that phone like that's very popular, cheap, strong, and convenient. Are 3 words to describe Nokia phone as that period of time back in the 1930s. Right now that you know that iPhone 16 has been popped out. Do you know about that news? iPhone 16 Pro Max.
No.
Do you know about iPhone 16?
I know about these phones that but what do you want to say about these phones? What is something that you want to say?
So right now that people like invent so many different kind of new phones, but Nokia that still stays at an important role in the mobile industry because it it serves as a solution when people don't have much money but they want to contact with people. So Nokia is like the perfect choice.
Yes, this is interesting that you mentioned about. I used to have Nokia when I was younger. Okay, of course, and battery lasts for 5 days. Battery for this Nokia lasts for 5 days. I didn't need to charge this phone so much for 5 days. So it it was quite good. Okay, but but you didn't have access to the internet. You couldn't listen to the music. You couldn't because I would suggest you to watch this movie. Okay, this movie is really interesting. You can watch this movie. This is the name of the movie. Jobs, about Stephen Jobs. Okay, Stephen Jobs. Okay, so this is the movie about him. He invented iPad, and some other
Yeah.
cool
I think
things.
that's CEO of Microsoft.
No, this is the CEO of Apple.
Steve.
CEO,
Steve Jobs or Steven Jobs. I think Steve Jobs is correct.
Steve Jobs. Sorry.
Steve
I
Jobs,
put and yeah, Steve Jobs. But CEO of Microsoft is someone else.
Bill Gates.
Bill Gates. Yes, of course, Bill Gates. But because Steve Jobs passed away, I think it was 2014, if I'm not.
Yeah, 2014,
And
due to lung problems.
Yes, lung problems. But he invented iPad that you can listen a lot of music on little
iPad's
small.
tablet like that. Yeah, it's like a bigger version of a phone, but still serves the function.
Yes, but when I was young, okay, so what do you need to wear? Okay, you need to have your phone. Okay, you need to have, for example, if you want to listen to the music, your Walkman or Discman. Walkman is like a tape. Tape was like this. Okay, I will put you. I will. Okay, Walkman. This is something. For example, the tape. You put the tape in this, and you're listening, and the tape is like this, like okay, like this. Okay, so like this. That was the tape you need to put, and you don't need to listen. You need batteries to listen to this.
Wait, is it like something that referred to Sony?
Exactly, something like this. So it was.
Yeah.
It was quite. I don't know how to say, but it was really interesting to listen. Okay, and you used to have like this. Okay, just want to tell you to show you something. Do you know what is that? The last word that type you in the chat box.
VH. Wait, what does it stand for?
This is okay, VHS. Okay, this is like cassette. It's
Wait,
like
no, I want to ask that what it stand for.
I cannot remember what it stands for, but you can watch only one movie. The cassette was like this.
Wait, video home system.
Video home system, yes, exactly. And you can watch this. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's like a projector, but at home.
Yeah, exactly.
Is it the same kind of a projector?
And it is quite. It was quite amazing. Okay, to watch it. Okay, so you can watch it. You can watch only one movie on this tape. Only one movie, but the tape was really big. Okay.
Yeah.
Now and I want to tell you that when I was how old was I? Okay. For example, when I was your age. When I was your age, now I was Okay, they give me the lunch money, and I used to when I was your age, they used to give me lunch money, and I was saving this money to buy these cassettes because I used to have video recorder. Video recorder is the, for example, you put video recorder, connect with your TV, and you can record what is on TV. And I collect these cassettes, VHS cassettes, and collect this, and it was quite fun to collect all of these things. Okay, so and it was quite good to collect, to record all of these things. For example, you buy let's say, imagine that this is a notebook. Okay,
Yeah.
so imagine this is newspapers. We didn't have access to the internet. We used to have, you buy newspapers on Friday. On Friday, you have in these newspapers, you used to have a list of TV programs that will be watched on next 7 days. So when my grandpa or my father, when they finished with reading, I took this middle part there you can see what is happening, which movies you will see. And I was taking a notebook, I was taking this TV program, I was finding, okay, marking, I want to watch this movie, to record this movie, etc. Now it's easy. Now, for example, you can download the movie, you can watch on the internet, you can do whatever you want to do, or watch on TV. But earlier, it was, for us, it was much, we appreciated that much, because you wait for 5 days to watch some movie. For 5 days, you're watching for 5 days to watch one movie. You don't have internet. You cannot go to the to borrow this movie. You can only watch on TV, and you're waiting for 4 or 5 days to watch this movie. And can you imagine that you have anticipation, that you are waiting? Oh, I want to watch this movie, and you're thinking only about these things. Okay, which I have, for example, 10 disc cassettes. There's 10 cassettes, and there is 13 or 14 movies in the next 7 days that I want to watch. And I can record only 10. And which 4 I will not record. I don't have any money to buy more cassettes. I will record only 10. But now it's easy. Now I have like one drive where I collect movies, and this drive is around 4 terabytes. I can put in this little thing, I can put, I don't know how many movies, how many thousands of movies, TV series, etc. Now it's much, and I was watching with my wife. We were watching. Last night we were sitting. Not last night. Sorry. 3 weeks ago, something like this. 3 weeks ago, we used to have on TV. We are having a lot of movie channels. Oh, boring. I don't want to watch this. I don't want to watch that. It was boring. And I was thinking, wow, but when I was young, I appreciate more when I was waiting for some movie. Now everything is boring. I don't want to watch that. I want to watch something else. So it's now everything you have now. Everything we call it instant, right away. If you want to watch right away some movie, you go on the internet. If you want to download this movie, you download, make popcorns or whatever you want. Come back, the movie is ready, and you can watch. Is that right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
The basic thing.
Yeah, basic things. Now, but back then you couldn't afford that. Back then you couldn't afford that. But now it's much convenient. Now it's much better when you are, for example, when you want to, for example, to watch some other things that you want to watch. You want to watch, for example, when I was younger, we need to wait. I mentioned to you 5, 6, 7 days. You need to wait, and it was quite good to watch this. But now it's, I don't know what to say. It's quite. Did you spoke with your parents? Your parents are around my age. You spoke with your parents about this?
No, it's not, like said to my parents about this kind of topic.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and what your parents says as what do they think about now? Did they ever say something that is that was better comparing to now? What do you think?
I think it was pretty standard. Having nothing new.
Nothing new. Okay.
Yeah.
And what do you think? What do you think about some other things? For example, about some other things that people are watching or people want to watch. So, what do you think about other things?
So I think the people prefer to watch. I think that some films that have like intense thing. Intense part. I really love watching intense part like Escape Prison. Escape Prison is the kind of film I really want to see because that was very intense, and I'm watching like every single second of it without like going outside because that like if very intense you can't skip a part.
Mm-hmm.
It is very intense at all.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that that's the only thing like intense moment. It's
Mm-hmm.
okay prison or like having a battle or anything. I think intense is the keyword here. Everything, every kind of film that's like having intense moments, I will watch it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Very nice. Now let's see. Okay, and uh, what what was the TV series that you want to suggest me to watch? What is the TV series that you want to suggest me to watch?
Uh, exactly, film.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Uh, so let's me find. Escape from Petrolia.
Mm-hmm.
So let me see. Okay, so I will send you the plot. It is about an hour and 46 minutes. So this is it. So I don't have to like I don't have to like tell you revision about this film anymore. This is kind of long because that was a very intense moment that they need to like said about this.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
You can read it after this plus.
Whoa. Okay, and did you watch this movie? Okay. I think
I know about what it said. I know about what is Deadpool. Wait, do you think that it's like an intense film?
Deadpool. This is like a superhero movie. Superhero movie.
Yeah, superhero is like a film that related to children.
Yes, with the children.
Wait, I think that is much longer than the previous film I showed you.
Okay.
I think it is like much longer than the previous. I think it will be more famous.
Let me see.
You can like read read
yes, but it's
read the summarize of the film.
Summarize of the movie. And what type of the movie, for example, someone who is your age like to watch? Okay, you have different types of the movies. What is the type of the movie that your friends and yourself like to watch?
Myself, I think you already know. I watch a film that have a lot of intense moments and planning, and then doing, and then results. Three parts. Like first is make it plan. Next is doing it, and next is the result, which is very like having a lot of intense moments. I have to say it was a lot of time because I think that was the key part that people want to watch the film, which is they get scary, they get nervous when people are almost to die, and they're surprised because they get escape, something like that. Or like, do you want me to show you another film?
Yes, of course.
Unstoppable. So let me see if it's have a Wikipedia. Okay. So I only send you the plot. Okay, this is much longer because it's like it's only 98 minutes, but the money that it took is about $100 million to make this kind of film. It is super long. I think it's not a plot. It's like the own plot. It's like own plot. It's talk about everything. So you can read it after this class. Like okay. This is another summarize. It's like I think that the document version of this film.
Okay, and yes, I understand this. Okay, so this is this is something that is watched. Okay, and why do they like to watch this type of the movies? Why?
Because of the intent that if like it will like create something massive, if it can't be solved. So I like watching that people solve it by lots of ways. It's the thing I like.
Okay, and what is something that you don't like to watch? What type of the movie you
like
don't
some
like?
Boring films, romantic films, or
Why?
comedy. I don't watch them because like it was extremely boring. It have nothing like special to watch. I would just prefer intense film like this one. Like having snacks near when I'm watching this intense film is the best moments in my life. I don't.
Okay, so you don't like to watch this movie, and your friends also something like you? Do they like to watch something like you? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, very nice. And why is that? Why? Can you please tell me why?
I think that because they also like some scary and these kind of films really interest them, and me also.
Okay. So this is something that can be really interesting about. Okay, now, okay, so we can stop here. Okay, Kwan, that was
Okay.
sorry, Kang, that was really nice. Oh, see you tomorrow at 9 p.m. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I wish you a nice day. Good night. Sorry, I know it's late. I
Yeah.
wish you a good night. See you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.